I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is August 22, Tuesday, 2023. So we got this bearish candle that we happened. This just opened up here about 24 minutes ago, so minus that. And expected as a bearish day. Did not want to go above that daily balance above. And it did come down lower into this by a hair, which was logical. We did think that this might be a double bottom as well, but it did retrace right back into this as a lower high. You'll see that there's an imbalance on the 1 hour that I mentioned yesterday, and then we did take out that liquidity there for the PM session, and then we retraced all the way back down, came down, took out that low, and we literally stopped there. And look how they're avoiding. Look how they're avoiding this 50% level. So that was an understanding that I also had in the PM session. So that will make sense when I get to it. But anyways, let's just go right to it so you can see it. But here, beautiful day, by the way. And take a look here. Yesterday we sold off. We came back up. We retraced. We made that high, and we made the video there. Okay, so what did it do? Speaker it out. Started seeing structure coming up. Where's it going? Well, we have that liquidity. We have that liquidity there, and we have that imbalance right there. See that? Look where the price comes up to. This is a 5 minute, so yeah, it comes right to it here. Would have been nice if it tapped here. And again, this is 8 o'clock, so this was just like yesterday's day. I mean, here's yesterday right here. You see that we came down at 9:30. We retraced to make 50%, make a fair delivery, got underneath this resistance here, and then sold off, right? Okay, well, what did we do? We did the same thing today, literally. So, all right, so now this is 8 o'clock again. Look at 8:05 right here, and then look at price breaks underneath it, comes back into that block. Could have been a seller. Now this is when I'm in bed. And sometimes, again, just like yesterday, I might take this trade, and I should have, but I didn't like it because, and number one, I don't have my full analysis in front of me. Number two, I haven't looked at dollar, I haven't looked at all the other assets and all that shit. But I did notice that there was this daily imbalance here, so I wasn't sure if they'd come up. So I pretty much was going to be ready by 9:30. Sure enough, I missed this, and I'm like, damn, I was right. So what did it do? If you look at this fib from here to here, or if you look on the 1 hour, can you see it? Very faint. I'm gonna go here. See that imbalance in between right there? See that right there on the 1 hour? And then you have this last up block right here. Look to the right. Look to the right. Look how we tap it beautifully. It's a 5 minute. So 10 seconds even a little better. But anyways, this is beautiful right here. Comes right into it. This is a great place to sell. Now, I didn't sell it because A, I wasn't ready. B, I thought they might have tapped this. That would have been nice if they tapped this this daily imbalance above, but we didn't need to because we had an objective of coming down here, which my main goal was to try to get to the 50%. Obviously it's that low, but that 50% would have been beautiful, but they've been dangling that carrot, which we might hit it now, which is going to be in Asia and London now. So we have news for Asia, I believe, starting at London time. So you guys got some news that'll definitely probably bring this price down here. But let me just try to get ahead of this because there's a lot to explain. You're going to get some fire here. Watch this. So just like yesterday, price sold off at 8 o'clock right here, came down, sank down. And at this point, this fib has not reached a 50% level yet of price. Once it reaches down, it retraces right back to that 50%. What did we do today? Same exact thing here. Take a look. This is a 5 minute chart. 9:30 brings the price down right here. Okay. And at this point, I want to go on a smaller time frame to be honest, but so you can see it. But as you see here, doesn't make a 50%. Drag that down. Boom. Price takes off. Goes right to 50%. And right underneath that imbalance, which is a fucking shady move that they do, which is taught by me in the course and stuff like that. But anyways, that's also using it as resistance as well. So we broke right through and we go underneath it. All right, that's perfectly acceptable. Let me go to a smaller time frame so you can really see this. It's the only way you're going to be able to see this, to be honest. So Very easy fib work day, man. And if you're struggling, this is what's going to really help you out. I promise you. But you got to know how to do it, obviously. And also it works when it's a downtrend in a perfect trending market that's downwards. This is going to be very easy for you. On the buying side, it's a little bit different because sometimes we don't get the ranges we want. They just consistently keep flowing up. But we've taught this whole leg up anyway, so go back to those videos. But the fib will be used, but it not like in a traditional sense like this, because just generally when the price is falling, it does fall fast, I guess I could say. But let's get back to it. So perfect. Take a look just to show you how confident I am. I know we're coming down here, but they're gonna mess up the market by shooting up first. Guess what? I even take a trade right here, no problem. Price comes up, 930, shoots down. I take the trade right here. We took that liquidity, and the price comes up here. Remember, this fib isn't there yet, so now I put it right here. Okay, is this dangerous to do that? It can be if you don't know what you're still doing and your main goal. Price shoots up here, comes back down. This isn't panning out. Get taken out. No problem. My risk is already right here anyway. Look how the price shoots right down to that bottom. Same level, shoots up. No, I'm not interested. Guess what? Because this is not, it did not make a 50% fair delivery yet. So price shoots down. I let this go. All right. Price shot down with this candle. No, you're not suckering me into it. I need at least one more lower low to take out liquidity for the suckers. Guess what? And that'll change the game if you take a look at and you start trading that way. Anyways, price comes down here, then here. All right. Move the fib. They're having 50. It's been dropping. There is no 50% or structure here. It's just constantly dropping, right? Okay, guess what? Price comes down here, pops up again. It's a 10-second, right? Yeah. See that? Last candle down. Takes out that liquidity. All right. Boom. I drag that. What do I get? I get my pattern. Price pops up, comes right back into that block, that down block right there. Automatic entry. Stop loss right there, shoots right up. I take the buy here, take it right to the 50%. Right when it comes up here, I'm taking the profit. What do we have at the 50? We have liquidity sitting right there. Look how beautiful that is. All equal right there. And if you look to the left, they did not take out that little swing high right there, but they stay in that block. And that's another confirmation of selling for me. How does that look like? Boom. Hits this down candle, comes down, stops and pauses and closes. This one opens. I'm automatically hitting enter. Why? Because my risk to reward for this block is great. Number two, we might not get it back. It might not come back. This next candle comes down. That's two bearish candles. Goes below that candle, the up candle. It comes right back and closes in it. And you would have been nice if you tapped that low right there, but it doesn't have to. This thing's ready to roll. It's already the 930 time frame. At the same time, it's specifically 937. We're trying to get down here. Beautiful. You got to push these buttons if you're experienced, right? But anyways, we got this fib here. Sure enough, I'm going to do some fib work for you real quick. I'm not going to show you any candles at the second. I need to kind of be able to do this. So right here, that's my new A. Boom, we get to here. Now I'm using this not for entries, but you could have used this for additional entries. But I'm using this to follow the flow, and I don't want to see price go farther than it should in this case, right? So here we go. All right, try to make this easy, man. Damn. Price breaks that low right there. Take a look. Price retraces. Where does it retrace? Back above the 50. Stays inside this last block right here. So this block happened up here. We come back up into it. Stay in that block. Doesn't go above. We break below. Price comes right back into the same, still in this block, and look to the right. It does not go above it. This is what we call order flow. This is institutional order flow to let you know what you should be looking for. You keep breaking up higher tools that we have here, then it's going a different direction, right? But this is the flow. So now A to B retraces back up above here. Right there, that candle stops right there, breaks below. No price never goes above that candle. Beautiful. All right, so take a look here. So what do I do from there? I go from here So what are we gaining from all this? We're gaining fair delivery. It's constantly fair delivery. No one can bitch about it. Damn, stay there. Right? There's no confusion here. This is fair delivery. So we get it back again. A to B, breaks that low. That's a new low. This is a 10-second. Retraces back up. Okay, stays underneath the 70. Stays right above the 70. Stays right above the 61 and right underneath the 70. If you look a little deeper here. All right, take a look here. All right, you got that up candle. We come into it. We come below. We come right above here, right into that candle. We don't have a price imbalance in there. This is below this candle. So this candle should hold. This literal candle should hold. You can see this, right? I know it's probably hard to see. All right, price comes above, stays right in there, and then shoots down from here. Where does this price leg come from? Well, it really comes from here, right? You could say yes from here, but it comes from here. This is the last level of defense that the price should not go above. Look where the price comes to. Retraces. Yes, it comes above the 50 into here. A little suspect because why? As I was telling you right here, you want to wait for another liquidity grab above before you take a sell. So let's just say you wanted to take this sell. Tell yourself, I'm going to wait for it to come up one more time to take that trade that I would have took out. Sure enough, it comes back up. It comes a little bit deeper. It's just engineering some liquidity for it to grab. All right, they don't want to make this too easy, all right? So they come back above, stays in that block. You see how it stays in that block? It does not go above that block. I would have put my stop loss right here if this was if I took this entry. And if it went above, I would have been okay because it probably will go a lot higher. Beautiful. This is all characteristics, these small details on the smaller time frame. Sure enough, we wake up. We're in here. Beautiful place to sell. Sure enough, breaks down, comes back up into the block. Institutional order flow coming again. Take a look. Can't make this shit up, man. I'm telling you. You're getting game right here. So it's a beautiful thing. Just keep pushing, man. You'll start to use these tools with these. So my whole mindset is coming down here, though, right? So that's the whole idea. All right. So sure enough, another lower high to lower low. Let the leg go up. How does it look like? We get right into that block right there. You see that one right there? Same exact level to the right. See that? Same level as that up candle right there. See that? And what do we have here? We also have a little imbalance right there that it really doesn't go in. And it's not really an imbalance, but you can see it here. Shoots up right to it. Stays underneath the 61. It's above the 50. Look at the bodies at 50. And sure enough, your price breaks down again. Beautiful. All right. So now we get here. Damn, it's going to be too long. So, all right, this is another low. So another fib down. As this fib is coming down, hold on. This is not making 50%. Every time I drag it, it's not reaching 50% yet. Now here, breaks down, okay, and retraces back up here. 50%. Now we hit this daily. We're sitting on this daily and it's consolidating. It'll do that on the high of the imbalance right there. See that? All right, so it's consolidating, comes below, retraces back up, and it stays in this controlled price right here. See this up candle right here? Yes, there's an imbalance here, but they decided to come get that later. That's okay. This was an entry as well if you wanted to take it, but not really a good one because you're at the bottom of it. Anyways, retraces back up, okay, and takes out that liquidity sitting here. See that? Look to the right. All right, and we stay in this candle. And if you were going to sell here, or if this was your thought, you say, wait a minute, I'm going to wait for them to take me out again. Boom, comes up and takes you out again, right? That's your trade. So you want to make sure you get some drives up and some liquidity taken before you take any trade, right? All right, price comes down. Probably your guys are probably like, this guy's fucking crazy. Yup. All right, so price comes down and retraces. And then someone will say, okay, cool. So, well, what you're saying is if you put your fib here, that's that lower high. And then where do we make a lower low? Right there, it takes out that liquidity right there. All right. 50% up here. Look what they do. They come back again. So if you're going to tell yourself, I'm going to take this buy. No, wait for them to come take you out one more time. Tracking manipulation. Look at that. All right, drop it again. Took that liquidity. You're upset. Boom, shoots all the way up. Now it gets, okay, well above the 50 here. Comes into, obviously, this above the 70. And if you look, I'm going to open it up for you a little bit. Man, I shouldn't have to explain the whole day, man. But I really want to help, and I like to teach this, but it's just very tedious on a smaller time frame. But just take a look here. We come right above that piece of liquidity there. Look how we pop up. All right, and we're up in these last up candles right here. See that? This candle right there. See how it's the exact same level? These are the details that you gotta see. You gotta be paying attention to. Anyways, sure enough, okay, Roland, it should sell down, right? Yeah, okay, came down, doesn't break that low. So what does that mean? That's a very possibility that it does pop up one more time. Pop up to take out not only that piece of liquidity, but it's possible to take out the origin of this fib, which is that liquidity right there, which is level A. Why? Because it's the retracement coming back is also made to come back to 100% level. Not saying that it should have sold from this 100% level, but and this is one of the drawbacks if you keep using fibs this way, but as long as you understand that our higher time frame objective is coming down here, that we're just letting them have their fun and confuse the market. This ain't going to confuse us though. Yes, could it have been a shift of structure and came up and went up? Yeah, it could have. But at the same time, we have not taken out liquidity here, and we have not got lower into this 50%. Your intention is to stay lower, right? It's to keep coming lower. So I'm still in the trade. What do? We take this fib out, doesn't work. Comes up and comes up again 3 times. Let me take this fib out and delete it, because what you could do in this scenario is extend this fib, because it's in the same it's in the same area, right? So you can constantly reuse this fib in this situation, because now you're going to get a retracement above, and you're going to use this as confluence somewhat. All right, but here's the thing. It's just really hard to show you on a 10-second, but I want you to see this. Damn. See that level right there? See this imbalance right here? And it's above the 61 right there, below the 70. See that? See how it taps that level? Look to the right. Look how right. It's the same level as that. See that? I'll just do this for you real quick. You see that? Now, when the price is coming up here, I'm not shitting bricks here. All right, I'll show you where I shit bricks a little bit. But I was okay with this because what are they doing? They're coming up to confuse the market, trying to make sure that you don't really pay attention to this type of idea, and they don't want to be perfect for you, and then they're really taking out all that liquidity for people who sold right there. See that? See how we pop up? Boom, we respect that. If they tapped it in there, it would have been fine with me, but look, it hits it 3 times. Look at 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right. Now you would normally think that's liquidity. It's too perfect. We're gonna come and take that. Yeah, we could, but we could take that later, after the fact of getting to where we want to get, right? Because this is just a sell. You're selling from a lower high to a lower low. You do want to make a lower high if we're going to continue the structure. So logically, this is what you're thinking. All right. So this takes experience. So you don't expect to know this all in one day, but the point is that, okay, that explains what's happening here. What do? We end up coming right down for another piece of structure. All right, and keep in mind, that's that daily imbalance right there. You see that? The high of that daily purple, and we're dancing around it. So I'm like, I'm okay with this. I'm not shitting bricks here. Boom, we come lower. Now we come into the 25% level of that fib of the daily imbalance. So we come right to it. Look how it's hugging it, reacting. You might not have seen this. If you don't have this level on here, then you would never know that this is why it's here. All right. Also, you're back to that 50% of this blue inversion imbalance. Make sure you watch these previous videos so this makes sense. We're at that 50 level there. All right. So now look to your left. We don't have We didn't take out that liquidity, and this would be a normal time where I would take my money away right here. And it's lunchtime. And I'm like, okay, we're going to get a lunchtime reversal. Cool. All right. But look where it happened. We're over here at lunchtime. I said, and I'm making sure to hold this. I'm like, watch them run through this shit through lunch. Sure enough, we get that price moving all the way down. Now, normally I would take my trade. As a rule, I want to get paid just in case it doesn't come below. But I know we're in a daily imbalance, and I do know that we haven't hit this 50%. So I do know it needs to take out this low. Look how they do it. So it comes down right here. Again, I would normally take this money here, but the reason why I did it was, number one, I was too confident. Number two, stubborn. Number three, I'm trying to be cool, right? So I could show you that I, did this, and even to myself, not you, but into myself, like watch me prove myself, right? But this was stupid. This was a stupid mistake not to take the money, but it still worked, and I still panned out because we did come now below here. Here's the thing. So the price reverses. I'm like, okay, cool. We're in this fib, A to B. Look how far it retraces deep. And to me, this is really deep, but I'm very confident in coming in to take out that low and hitting this 50% level, which is crazy, but I can't make this shit up, man. I know every piece of the market today. All right. This is what a professional does. He knows every, now you don't have to keep trading. Normally I would not be interested anymore, but I could tell that this was going to be a shitty day in the PM session. So sure enough, we retrace. We came right underneath that low of that candle. So we're still inside this imbalance. See this imbalance, right? This nice big down candle. And this is pretty much balanced price range right here, but price comes down, comes up, and look where I have to show you that so I can squinch it up. See how we come right back into this block right here, this yellow block. See that? See how we come right into it? And look to the left, we stay in that block. We don't go above it, which is great. That's what I want to see, because this price is pretty much sealed already from here. But they're just coming, oh shit. They're just coming to relive this area here, be a deep enough retracement, scare people from holding before they do their next drop. That's what this is. Look how beautiful that is. Retraces right above the 79, underneath that, stays in here, stays in there. Boom, what do you get? I'm like, watch them run for it now. Sure enough, you get up candle, break down. Look at that. Taps the open of that. Beautiful. Comes all the way down. Where's it going? Sure enough, coming underneath those lows right there, takes it. And if you were to take a buy here, that would be foolish. Why? Number one, because you do have that 50 and the low liquidity sitting there. Number two, you should be waiting. Look how manipulative they did this. Drive one, drive two, drive three. This is exactly what I'm expecting. I'm going to watch 3 drives come. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And with this last drive, look to the left here. See, we take out that low finally with this piece right here. This one little down candle right there. Takes it and pops up and boom, stops. Boom. I'm out of the trade. Done. Where's my next fib here? From here to here. Now, at this point, here's the problem. I see this buy and I'm like, man, take this buy. But I'm like, dude, we're right next to the 50. They're going to not get it again. So I did not feel confident and comfortable taking this trade. Yes, I did know that I could probably make some money, and this ended up being a $4,000 move, which I could have caught, but take a look closely. All right, so we grabbed that piece of liquidity, and I was like, man, if they don't hit this 50, they're going to retrace it back up, and they're going to wait for tomorrow to do it, which I know, which is exactly what is going to happen. So, and you get to see it firsthand. So, when this candle closes and then we get above it and then we come right back 50% level, this is always a buy for me right here. I have everything I need. 3 drives. Took out that liquidity. But this motherfucker right here, this 50% level right there in the red, messed me up. Not messed me up, but I knew, not messed me up. It made me be more careful, and sure enough, I didn't get the trade to buy up because I wanted to be careful. Look what they did. Now, I could have took this buy, and I saw it taking forever. Look how they did this shit. There was your entry there. Look at the price rushing up. If I would have took this buy, my minimum target of taking this buy would be that high right there, and around here. It doesn't have to be above it, which it would have made sense for them to grab it above it, but they didn't. But they took this and they stayed in these up candles right here. Sure enough, what did the price do right after that? So the power hour is starting also right here. This is 3 o'clock. So generally I'm hoping that it would come down here. Forget coming up here, because I'm not taking this trade. Now I should have took this trade because I knew that I could get away with some nice profit. But look how long they played around. Sorry, I'm not interested. Now listen, I'm here to play their game, but to a certain level. I ain't no bitch. You ain't gonna keep making me trade, you know, and being following your bullshit, right? Seriously, I know that sounds a little harsh, but like you have to be. I'm in control, not them. Right? So, because if you keep taking these chances of trying to catch this shit, you're going to get hurt. Yeah, and it's the PM session. I'm good. I've already got 2 amazing moves already. You have to know when's enough. You have to be fucking satisfied, and people don't do that. And you're probably losing in the background, right? So just follow what I'm saying. Follow these rules of saying, okay, if I'm going to take a buy here, I'm going to wait for it to take liquidity. Like if I want to take a buy here, I'm going to wait for it to take itself out. If I want to take a buy here, I'm going to wait for it to take itself out. Boom. 3 drives. Look at that. So you might say, oh, if I keep doing that, I might miss it. Well, then put it in your thing, put it in your rule to say if it took you out, if you're going to take the buy and it took you out, if you waited for another once to take that trade, take it. If that's your model, go ahead and do the back testing, what works for you. For me, I need 2 to 3, 2 minimum. So comes down, second time, that's my trade. Or in this case, a third time. Sure enough, it holds all the way. And if you were watching this live, you would have known, you would have seen this. They were very dirty. They came up. This is that August shit I'm talking about. Down, down. Look, it's not taking it down anymore. Down. You notice how it's not coming down anymore? They pop up right to the 25% level. We're at that 25% level right here. See that? See how we came from the daily imbalance? I'm going to shrink this up. Watch this. Coming right on around it, playing around, comes to the 25% level, comes to the daily imbalance. Look at this. Comes down to the 25% level, staying around the 25% level constantly. Anyways, before we go up there, just so you can see, if you were watching this live, they were dirty. They did this. They shut this shit down like in a second, like literally, and taps right underneath that. And sure enough, boom, closes price, shoots up. I'm like, oh, you dirty motherfuckers. I'm like, yeah, I'm not messing with y'all. I get it. I see what you guys are doing. But if I had took my original trade from here, all right, I would have been totally good. But I would have been sitting here for 2 hours to have been literally at the same level. So I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't fuck with them. But here's the thing. This price came up to here, took that liquidity. It would have been a nice $4,000 move for me. In your case, if you're charting a smaller account, probably $1,000 right there. And this is the power hour. So I'm like, I'm okay with them coming up here. And sure enough, but I was like, at this point, I'm like, damn, I missed it, man. That would have been a great trade. Is it going to reach back to 50% level of this range from here to here? Because that's the range we're in, right? We're in this range. So I'm going to drag this out. Is what I'm trying to tell you. See that? And I'm like, oh, are we going to, I usually take my 3 trades. To buy, to sell, then one more buy, and then to come up to a 50% level or balance some of the people who sold or took away or steal their money, right? But because we have this 50% level here, I am not confident in it reaching above to my level where I want. Could I have still took this trade above here and been good? Yeah, it's $4,000. I don't need to marry it and wait to get to here. You see it? You see it's in the background over here? 50% level. I don't have to do that. Look what they did. Look what they did as soon as they got up here. They shot this bitch all the way back down for the power hour. And I was like, I fucking knew it. Right? And look what they did. They still didn't hit the 50 and they didn't take out that low. So now we have this low. We have this low. Now let's get back into the present day. Damn, this is taking forever. So long story short, what do we got? Well, I said yesterday that we're supposed to have a double bottom generally at the bottom of August, and then we're supposed to shoot up here, all right, and retrace and take some of this liquidity out before we come back down for September, right? But this is now a triple bottom, pretty much, right? And I'm not trying to teach double bottoms or anything. I'm just telling you what the historical data shows. Now, I was mentioning, is this the double bottom or not? Okay, we made a double bottom, and it sure looks like a clean one too, but look at the bodies. We have a lot of imbalance in these wicks. Look at these wicks. We have not finished this daily imbalance as well. We have that 50% level. So like, okay, we made a lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, very easy. So now here's what can happen. We did break that low. So there is a fib here now. All right, let me go to a 1 hour up here. So from here to here is a legit leg that you see here. You can't see it on the 1 hour. Let me change this to the 1 hour. Actually, I'm going to leave it on 4 hour as well. All right, so take a look. Price come down. Now we're here. All right. Hesitated at the 38, came back down. Now we're stuck here. So what does my expertise say? Well, we could, since we put this fib here and that low didn't take out that low, it is possible that we retrace up to 50% first, maybe even higher. This is a leg in itself, so it has the right to come all the way up here, which we did exactly like yesterday. And we do have this up now. Now we have a lot of news tomorrow. It's going to be very wild because news starts at 3 in the morning tomorrow or tonight, right? So this thing's going to go wild. But I would say that it has the right to do both. It can come up here or up here and then come down again into here, or you notice that we only hit 38% here. So now we have a new opening here. All right. So can they come up and take this liquidity before coming down? That probably will happen. If not, we're coming down straight for this. And I'm going to probably wake up to this shit being down here. Get it? And that will be like sort of like our end of the road for August, somewhere down here. If that ends up happening, we have a lot of news this week, so it can get interesting. But my ultimate goal is to be a buyer from somewhere over here again, okay, and to take that above here. All right, you got it. Hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.